expect a bit of a reprieve in their June bills. For more details, allow me to bring in Dale De Vera. We will be talking to him on the phone. Dale, by how much should consumers expect to save in June on their power bills?
Meralco customers can expect a bit of reduction in their June bills as the power distributor invoked force majeure as stipulated in its power supply agreement. Meaning for those consuming 200 kilowatt hour per month, their bill will be smaller by 4 pesos. Those with a 300 kilowatt hour consumption will have a 6 peso reduction, while those who consume 400 kilowatt hours and 500 kilowatt hours will have a bill smaller by 8 and 12 pesos respectively. This is because Meralco is cutting rates in June by 2 centavos per kilowatt hour, bringing it down to 8.73 pesos per kilowatt hour. This is the power distributor's lowest rate since February 2018. With the use of the force majeure provision, total savings amounted close to 1.6 billion pesos in the last 3 months. The generation charge would have increased by 18 centavos, while the total rate would have gone up by 24 centavos per kilowatt hour if the power utility company did not invoke the provisions. For the June billing, the force majeure claim totaled 614 million pesos, or an equivalent savings of 0.2208 pesos per kilowatt hour for customers. This represents reduction in fixed costs from its baseload supply contract approved by the ERC and avoided charges from the temporary suspension of the mid-merit supply contracts, which the Energy Regulatory also recently approved. Here's what Meralco spokesperson Joe Saldariaga has to say.
Namin in-invoke itong force majeure claims, generation charge and the total rate would have increased by 18 centavos and 24 centavos respectively from last month's rate.
Meanwhile, Meralco spokesman Joe Saldariaga earlier said that almost half of their customers will receive their June bills. This will reflect their actual consumption with a due date for the 1/4 of the bill set on the 30th of June. Sean, also just to add, Meralco reiterates that disconnecting customers who will fail to pay is not their priority at the moment. Saldariaga said that they will make sure that there will be lights for their customers 24/7. Sean?
Thanks for that update, Dale De Vera. Meanwhile, here are other stories we're keeping our eyes on. The Parañaque Integrated Terminal partially reopens today, accommodating some trips, including that of point-to-point or P2P buses. It will also cater to all trips coming from Cavite. The PITX, which is used by commuters riding buses, UV Express, and jeepneys in the southern Manila area, suspended operations in March due to the Enhanced Community Quarantine or ECQ. Senator Risa Hontiveros calls for policy to address the maritime territory and heritage issues surrounding the West Philippine Sea. Hontiveros claims that China has established a research station in Zamora Reef and Cagitingan Reef in the disputed territory. Add to that her disappointment over what she says is the government's inaction on China's destruction of the country's maritime or marine ecosystem, amounting to some 200 billion pesos. And a Bicol party list representative, Alfredo Garbin Jr., files a bill seeking to penalize individuals who will cancel their orders through food and grocery delivery service providers. The proposed Food and Grocery Delivery Services Protection Act seeks to provide protection for individuals engaged in food and grocery delivery companies such as GrabFood, Lala Food, and Food Panda. The measure also prohibits the cancellation of confirmed orders when the items are already paid for by the rider or in transit to the customer. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. I'm Sean Yao, and we are One News.